definition. Okay, we can see it very clearly. Good. So a relative frequency histogram has the same shape and the same horizontal scale is horizontal scale as the corresponding frequency histogram. Okay. So let's take a look at the definition. The relative frequency is very similar to the frequency histogram. The frequency histogram we learned from last class, right? We learned how to draw the frequency histogram. We have horizontal scale and the vertical scale, right? Vertical scale, that is frequency. And then we're going to draw the bars for the frequency. And each bar has no gap, right? Has no gap. So that's the properties for the frequency histogram. The only difference between the relative frequency histogram and the frequency histogram, that is the vertical scale, Instead of frequency, for the relative frequency histogram should be a relative frequency. That's the keywords. Okay, that's the only difference. Now let's take a look at the previous example we learned. I'm gonna give you guys the that's the previous example we did from last class. Okay, that's the previous example. We have class, we have frequency, we have midpoint, and a relative frequency and a cumulative frequency. Now for the frequency histogram, we use midpoint and the frequency, right? These two columns to draw the histogram, right? Now, for the relative frequency histogram, we're going to use these two columns, okay? The only difference is going to be this guy, relative frequency, okay? Now let's try it. We're going to do the same things. The first thing, we're going to draw the horizontal scale and the vertical scale, X, Y, and of course we use the midpoint, right? Midpoint. So we're going to include all the midpoints. $172.5. Sorry. 244.5. 280.5, 360.5, 352.5. The last one is the last one is 388.5. Okay, so for the X or the horizontal scale, we use the midpoint, okay, the midpoint here. And for the vertical scale, we're gonna use relative frequency instead of frequency, okay? So we're gonna 0.05, 0.1, 0.15, 0.25. Okay, so now we draw the bars. So the first midpoint 172.5 corresponding to the relative frequency that is 0.1. Okay, so we need to draw the bar. That's 0.1. Okay, 0.1. And for the second midpoint, 208.5 corresponding to the relative frequency that is 0.07. And for the third one, gonna be 0.17, right? Third one, fourth one, and fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, so I'm gonna draw all of them. For the first one, gonna be 0.2. And for the fifth one is 0.23. And for the sixth is 0.13. And for the last one is 0.1. And of course, here is relative frequency. And we call this guy is relative frequency histogram because we use what? We use relative frequency. Use relative frequency instead of frequency. Okay, that's the only difference. So very simple, very simple. Okay, now I want you guys use this example to draw the relative frequency histogram for me. Okay, that's the example we learned from last class. Okay, now I want you guys use this table to draw the relative frequency histogram. Use the relative frequency and the middle point here, right? These two columns instead of the first two columns, okay? Okay, done. I think it's very straightforward. Draw three plots, right? We have three frequencies. Okay, I'm going to show you on the board. And so for the second example, what I wanted you guys to draw is this guy, right? We need a middle point, the relative frequency. So you need to mark down the x horizontal scale. And then for the vertical, is 0 0.1, 0 0.3. So we can mark it down as like that. And this is a relative frequency. Okay, relative frequency. So let's take a look. And we can say the first middle point, 3, corresponding to the relative frequency is 0.56. So it's here. Right? And the second one gonna be 0.33. 0.33. Okay, and the last one gonna be 0.11. Okay, so that's the relative frequency histogram. That's it. That's it. Okay. Any questions so far? No question? Okay. So here's 0.11. Okay, today I'm gonna move on. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So we're gonna go to section 2.2. I think it's not too hard, right? For the histogram, just draw the bars and be careful. The bar neither touches each other. If you have some gap, that's a mistake. Okay. Now let's go on. Now today we're gonna learn a new section, 2.2, more graphs. And displays. And today we're gonna learn a new graphing quantitative data sets. Graphing quantitative data sets, stem and leaf plots. Okay, in a stem and leaf plots, each number is separated into a stem. For instance, the entries leftmost digits, okay, and a leaf. For instance, so rightmost digit. Okay, today we're going to learn a new method we called what? Stem and the leaf plots. Stem and the leaf plots. And of course, from this, from the name, we can tell this plot consists of two parts. One is what? One is a stem. Another one is a leaf. Okay, stem, leaf. So let me give you guys an example. Okay, let me give you guys an example. So the first example, like that. 51. Okay, 51. If I give you a number 51, how to define the stem and the leaf? Okay, so for this guy, if I define the leftmost digit is the stem, then the left one gonna be the leaf. Okay, so what is the leftmost digit for this number? Fine, good job. So that means if I define the stem, that is fine. Okay, the stem, that is fine. Then the leaf should be the left number 1. Okay, 1. Very good, very good. Now that's it. That's it. So for example, I'll give you guys another example. If I give you a number 101, so if I define the leaf is the rightmost digit. Okay, so if the leaf is the rightmost digit, that means 1. Okay, and the left is the stem is 10. Okay, it depends how you define the numbers. So you can define the rightmost digit as a leaf. Then the left number is going to be the stem. Okay. On the other hand, if you want to define the leftmost digit as stem, for example, is 5, then the left number 1 is the leaf. Okay. So if somebody wants you guys to draw the stem and the leaf process, they need to tell you how you define the stem or leaf. At least they need to tell you under what kind of condition you want that is a stem. Okay, and then the left part is going to be the leaf. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Okay, so how to draw the stem and the leaf? Oh my gosh. I just see the people typing the words. Can you guys see the everything here, right?
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but you can still see it.
Okay. I don't know what happened to the camera. Okay. Now the first step, ordering. Ordering. Okay, ordering. We need to order from the smallest to the largest. Okay, order from the smallest number to the largest number. So that's the first step. We're gonna be 11, 12, 20, and 21, 22, 30, 34, 35. Okay, that's the ordering. Okay, now second step, how you define it. So for this question, I want you guys to define the leaf is the rightmost digit. The rightmost digit. Okay. So we have stem. We have leaf. Okay, since we defined the rightmost digit as leaf, so for this number, we can say the rightmost digit gonna be 1, right? 1, and the left one gonna be 1 stem, right? Clear? And of course, here 12. We know the rightmost digit is what? 2, right? 2. However, the stem is still 1, so we still put it in the first row because the 2 is the leaf. We still have the 1 for the stem. It's still 1, So we put it in the first column, first row, okay, first row. Now let's take a look. This number is 0. However, the stem is 2, right? So you need put a 2 here. And the leaf is 0, okay? And be careful the stem and the leaf, okay? So we know the leaf is 0 and the stem is 2. Should put it here because the stem changes, okay? And of course, here, the leaf is 1, the stem is 2. So we're in the same row. Now we're going to copy this guy is 2 because the stem is 2. Okay, now let's go to the 30. 30 is very clearly the leaf is 0, the stem is 3. We change the stem, so we go to another row. That is 0, and this guy leaf is 4, leaf 5. That's it. Okay, so that's the stem, the leaf plot. So basically, you're gonna define what is the stem and the leaf, and then write down all the stem and all the leaves here. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you guys an example. Let you guys try it. So follow these 2 steps. The first step, ordering. Okay, ordering. Try it. That is 78, 72, 81, 90, 89, 70, 101, 76, 85, 1010, 92. We divide the leaf is the right most digit. Okay, now try it by yourself. So the first step, you need ordering, right? Ordering. You're done? Oh, it's too easy for you.
I don't know, sometimes I make this simple as mistake, so.
How about you? Did you get it? Okay. I'm gonna give you that guy 1 more minute. Yeah, so statistics usually just handle a bunch of data, how you do the analysis of the data. Nowadays, people use the machine learning, AI to filter the data. They can collect all the information from you through the Facebook, Twitter, anything. And then they try to collect filter all the important information and send you the ads that you like.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah, so basically the idea is the same. They use the statistical way to collect the most important information and just remove all the noise and find out what's your habit.
I've actually searched things on the internet on Google and they got on my Facebook and it's
Yeah.
on my Facebook advertising.
Yeah, they collect all the
Yes.
data from you. So that's all about the statistics. Okay, let me do it. Ordering. So first step, ordering from 70, 72, 76, 78, 81, 85, 89, 90, 92, 100, 106. Okay. So that's the first step. Now we're gonna draw the stem and the leaf. Okay. Stem and the leaf. As we know, we divide the rightmost digit, that is a leaf. So this guy is a leaf, this guy is a leaf, this guy is leaf, 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 leaf. Right? And the left digit's gonna be a stem. Right? The left number gonna be the stem, or left digit's gonna be a stem. So stem gonna start with 7, 9, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so as long as you're very familiar with these procedures, you just pick the stem. Okay, very quickly. And for the leaf, here we have for this, if the stem is 7, the leaf is 0, 2, 6, 8. Right, very simple. And for the stem is 8, gonna be 1, 5, 9. And for the stem 9 should be 0, 2. And for the stem is 10, gonna be 1, 6. That's it. Okay, so far any questions? Now I have a question. If I give you a bunch of that, if I add these two numbers to the stem and leaf plot, how to add it? We still need to add the numbers, right? 11, 12, 13. Okay, if I want to add these two numbers, so how about the leaf for the 112 or 111 is 1, right? And for the 131, going to be a 1. How about 12? We missed 12. There's nothing there. Just put an empty there. That's it. Because in some questions in the MyMathLab, they give you a gap. Okay, that's not a continuous numbers. So that's a gap. If there's no leaf, just put it there. Put it empty there. Okay, put it empty there. Don't put a 0. That's wrong. Okay, put an empty there. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you guys another example. Let you guys try it again. Okay, and this time I want to make sure everybody can get it. Okay, and I guarantee there should be a problem in your test 1 like that. And this problem is a little bit tricky. And also, we defined if is right most digit. Okay, still follow the steps. So here, be careful, we have a repeated number. Okay, repeated number. Or we can say we have a repetition, right? It's a little bit tricky. How about you? Let me show you. So the ordering, we have 11, 11, 12, 20, 21, 22, 22, 25, 25. That's the ordering, okay? We have a bunch of repetition for the numbers. So second step, and we're still gonna draw the stem and leaf, right? So we still define the rightmost digit as the leaf. So that's the leaf, 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 leaf. And the stem gonna be the left number or left digits. Okay. And it's very clearly, we start with 1, right? Stem. Okay, so the stem is 1. We can say how many numbers? 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 1, 2. That's it. Don't be scared of repetition numbers. Just put it there. Okay, so for the stem is 2, gonna be 0, 1, 2, 2. 0, 1, 2, 2. Oh, 3, 5, 5. Sorry. 5, 5. That's it. That's it. Good. Now the last example. Now this time you should make it. Okay. I give you 3 numbers. Don't be scared. 3 digits. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry, I need to rewrite these problems. That's a mistake in my paper. Okay, try this one. Oh, good. We still define the rightmost digit. the first step, just write down the smallest number to the largest number, right? The second step, find the leaf, and the left one gonna be a stem, right? Stem. Good done? I think it's not too hard. Okay, now let me do it on board. Smallest to the largest, right? Okay, the ordering. We finish ordering, and then we can write down the stem and the leaf. Stem and leaf. So if we define the rightmost digit as leaf, okay, and the left one gonna be the stem. Stem gonna be 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 25, right? So write down 23, 24, 25. And the leaf gonna be 4, 5, and 24 should be 1, 7. And 25 is 4, 4, 6. That's it. That's it. Clear? Very good. Very good. Okay, so some people have some special tastes for the leaves. For example, from the last example too, did you copy it? Okay, so from the last example here, we found there are too many leaves. We don't want too many leaves for one stem. So we want to divide the leaf to 2 stems. How can we do it? Now I gave you a specific example how to do it. So for this example, we're still gonna use this example. And we're gonna rewrite or reuse another method to divide the leaves. Okay, for example, example 3 or example 4. Organize the data set in example 2, okay, using a stem and leaf plot that has 2 rows for each stem. Describe. Okay. Now I want 2 rows for each stem. Okay, how to do it? I still give you this example. I still give you this example, example 2. Now I want 2 rows for a stem. What I'm gonna do is here, okay? If the leaf less than 5 should be 1 row, okay? So for example, if the leaf is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that should be 1 row. And if the leaf greater than 5 should be another row. Okay, so that's the way we defined the rows for the each stem. Okay, so now we still use this table. Okay, use this table, and we have stem and the leaf. Because we want to divide this row to 2 rows, 7 and 7. Okay, 2 rows. That's the requirement. 2 rows for each stem. Okay, so here is 7. We divide 2 rows, and if the leaves less than 5, so here is 0 and 2, right? 0 and 2. If the leaves greater than or equal to 5, that belongs to second row, right? So here is 6, 8, 6, 8. Okay, very simple. Now the same things. I want have 2 rows for the stem 8, right? And we have 1 in the first row, and the 5, 9 is greater than or equal to 5, right? So we have 5, 9. Okay. Now let's continue. For the 9, we have 2 rows, and we can see for the stem 9, we only have 0, 2, and both of them less than 5. So that means empty. Good job, good job. That's it. We just keep it empty for the second row. Now let's continue. 10. 10. We have 2 rows for the 10. 2 rows for the 10. And we find here is a 1. Right? 1. And the second row is 6. And we're gonna do the 2 row for the 11. Here is oh, that's no 11 for this example. Sorry. Yeah. Just add there. That's no 11. So you don't need to add 11. Yeah. Because the example 2 doesn't have 11. Okay. So you just add all of them. Add all of them based on the based on this method. If leaf less than 5, then there's 1 row, and if the leaf greater than or equals 5, there's another row. Okay, another row. Clear? Okay. So basically you divide the stem to 2 rows, right? Divide the stem to 2 rows. So 1 row becomes 2 rows. Very simple. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna move on. That's not enough. I'm gonna teach you guys another method. Graphing quantitative. Graphing quantitative data sets. Dot plot. Okay, so that's a second method. Dot plot. In a dot plot, each data entry is plotted using a point above horizontal axis. Okay, now let's take a look at the definition of dot plot. For the dot plot, we use, of course, using a point and above horizontal axis. Okay, now let's take a look. The first example is here. So I give you here give you this example. This might be better. So take a look. This example. Now 3, 2, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 2, 5, 7. Okay. Now the first step still ordering from the smallest to the largest. Okay. Ordering is 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7. Okay. We finished the ordering from the smallest to the largest. Now we're gonna draw the horizontal axis. And be careful when you draw the horizontal axis, you need to include all these numbers. So you need, for example, we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, or here 8. Make sure your scale should include these 2 and 7, the smallest and the largest. Okay, so here I start with 1 and end with 8. So that means we're going to include all these numbers, right? Yeah. Make sure you can include all these numbers. Okay. Now, include all these numbers. Now we're gonna draw the point. Okay. So we have two points. So we draw the 1 dot here, and because we have 2, 1 and 2, right? 2 numbers. So we draw the 2 points. And be careful when you draw the 2 points, should be a vertical. Yeah, vertical, right? vertical because both of them represent 2, right, in the vertical. And how many 3s? 2 3s. In order to make sure your picture looks very nice, you need to make sure these 2 points in how to say that, in a line parallel to the x-axis, okay, in a horizontal way, okay, in a horizontal way. So it looks much nice. It's easy for people to see, okay? So 1, 2, and 4. For the number 4 is 1. Okay, make sure all the points align each other in one direction. Okay, in one direction. How many finds? 2 finds. There's no 6. 3 7. That's it. So that is dot plot. We have dot. We use dot to represent the data. Okay. Now I want to give you guys an example. Let you guys try it. Okay. Try it for me. So the first step, you still need to order these numbers. Order these numbers, then you're gonna draw the dots, right? Draw the dots. Okay, I'm gonna show you the answer on board. It's not too hard. The first step, ordering. Right, ordering is from 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. Right? We order all these numbers. Second step. Draw the horizontal axis. Sorry. We're gonna start with the number that can include all these numbers. So 1, because here is 2, right? Smallest. So we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we can include all these numbers, right? Now we have 2 numbers for the 2, right? And we have 1 for the 3. We have 2 for the 4. We have 2 for the 5. We have 2 for the 6. We have 1 for the 7. That's it.